Welcome to the Calgary Olympic Centre, the first centre of its kind in the history of the Olympics. A special welcome if you've come from afar. Please take a few moments now while you wait for the first theatre to open and direct your attention to the television screen above you. The Calgary Olympic Centre was conceived, built and donated to the Olympic movement by the Canadian Pacific Group of Companies. Its purpose is to give you some background into the sports at the 1988 Winter Games and how and where they will be held. This is your opportunity to learn more about the most popular and competitive winter sports in the world. Sports like hockey, downhill and cross-country skiing, slalom, ski jumping, biathlon, figure skating, oval track speed skating, luge and bobsledding. You'll also find information on some demonstration sports like curling, short track speed skating, and freestyle skiing, and other events planned for the Games. So you're in for a really interesting experience. There are a few rules though, and we ask you to take them seriously. One of the most important rules here at the Calgary Olympic Information Centre is the rule regarding smoking. Smoking is not allowed in the exhibit halls or in the entry and exit theaters.
Kinda windy in here, eh? Sorry, folks. Smoking isn't allowed inside. You know, safety reasons. They won't even let me smoke my cigars.
Center's exhibits safe from mishap. We also hope to prevent mishap with our food and drink policy. We must ask you not to bring food or drink into
and
the
no
center.
food or drinks are allowed either.
Could become
Sticky fingers, you know. By the way, since I really can't be everywhere at once, there are TV surveillance cameras in all the display areas. They aren't as good as Angels, but they put out a good picture just the same. Of course, I only watch the troublemakers.
Inside the exhibit area, you'll see and hear many displays, and you'll actually feel what it's like to try some of the sports. You'll be free to wander around as you please. It'll probably take you from an hour to an hour and a half to visit all the displays. If English isn't your preferred language, ask here at the information desk about the cassette tapes and players that are available in several other languages to guide you through each display. All the information exhibits include panels in French. If you have any questions while you're in the display area, or if you need help of any kind, please ask one of our guides, identified by these blue Olympic uniforms, or ask at the information booth. Please note that there are no restrooms inside, but our guides will direct you out and back in again. We appreciate that you will find the displays interesting and may want to capture them on film
I think
or
you'll
tape.
find those batteries are dead. Sorry again, but there are world copyrights on a lot of this stuff, and that means no pictures or recordings. It makes sense, too. They're pretty good creations.
But before you go into the main exhibit areas, we have something really exciting in store for you. You're about to enter a multimedia theater and see a very special opening presentation. Then after you've visited all the exhibits inside, you'll exit through another theater at the far end of the display halls. Look for the special clock outside that exit theater, which tells you when to see the presentation.
By the way, the entry theater, it's really something else. You know, smoke and lasers and stuff. But if you suffer from asthma or epilepsy, you should tell the host right here at the door.
Before you enter the theater.
Oh, and it's pretty black in there too. Like, we're talking really black. But don't worry, in the beginning there'll be light. Maybe even at the end too.
Of course, no one can learn everything there is to know about all the sports here in the exhibit halls. So if you want to learn more, or if you have any special questions, the guides at the information booth have all sorts of reference material and other information that you may wish to take with you. Please feel free to ask. Could I have some lights, please?
Sure.
Thank you, and thank you for your attention. The entry theater will be ready to receive you in just a few moments. And of course, the whole show is free, so come back as often as you like. My God, what's happening?
Sorry, I slept.